Join me as I dive deep into the world of demisexuality and try to explain it in a way that makes sense for everyone. We live in a world where sex is a hot topic of discussion, permeating nearly every aspect of our daily lives. It's glorified in advertisements, TV shows, movies, and plays, with intimate scenes and suggestive content becoming increasingly prevalent in mainstream media. Sex drives a lot of people, influencing their decisions, relationships, and lifestyle choices. But what if it doesn't drive you? What if it's not the number one thing on your mind all the time, and physical attraction isn't something you experience readily with others? Does that make you weird or different from the norm? No, absolutely not. If you're someone who experiences sexual attraction only when you have a deep emotional connection with someone, when you've formed a meaningful bond that transcends physical appearance, then you may identify as demisexual. You might be asking, wait, is demisexuality a sexual orientation? The answer isn't entirely straightforward. It is believed to be a subset and add-on to an individual's identity, rather than being an individual's sexual orientation in the traditional sense. Sexual orientation, as people commonly understand it, is which gender you're sexually attracted to or not. Whether you're attracted to the same gender, opposite gender, or multiple gender. Demisexuality, on the other hand, is a way of experiencing sexual attraction, focusing on how and when attraction develops, rather than to whom it's directed. It is fundamentally about how you want to go about the relationship, rather than who you would want to be in a relationship with. This distinction is crucial for understanding demisexuality's place in the spectrum of human sexuality. A demisexual can also identify as gay, straight, or bisexual, and may not have a gender preference when it comes to sexual attraction. The two aspects of identity can coexist harmoniously. Many argue that demisexuality isn't real or valid, that it's a made-up label for some to seek attention or feel like special snowflakes. This skepticism often stems from a misunderstanding of what demisexuality truly means and how it manifests in people's lives. Labels may not be absolute or necessary for everyone's journey of self-discovery, but the term demisexual is a descriptive word that serves an important purpose. It provides a clear way to describe a certain pattern of attraction that gives demis more understanding of themselves, affirmation of their experiences, and helps them find a community with people who can relate to their unique way of experiencing attraction. In 2012, Olivia Davis, a demisexual, wrote an illuminating piece that helped many understand this orientation better. Demisexuality is about desire and arousal, not just sex and who you do it with. It's not merely that I'm only interested in having sex with people that I love. It's also that I feel a complete absence of desire or sexual feelings towards everyone else, ever. What makes me demisexual is that absence. This powerful statement encapsulates the essence of demisexuality. It's not about being choosy or having high standards, but rather about experiencing a fundamental absence of sexual attraction until a deep emotional connection is formed. This means when a demisexual experiences sexual attraction and desire, it is only towards the specific partner with whom they've developed that crucial emotional bond. Every demisexual's experience is different, as unique as the individuals themselves. The emotional bond demisexuals need for sexual attraction also varies significantly for everyone. For some, it may develop over months or years of friendship, while others might form this connection through intense shared experiences over a shorter period. It may include familiarity with a person and learning various aspects of their personality, understanding their values, beliefs, and what makes them tick as an individual. The depth and nature of the emotional connection required can differ greatly from person to person. Forming an emotional bond with someone does not guarantee that sexual attraction will happen. It is simply a prerequisite for it to occur at all, a necessary but not sufficient condition for sexual attraction to develop. Demisexuality exists halfway between the asexual and sexual spectrum of human sexuality, representing a unique way of experiencing attraction that doesn't fit neatly into either category. Demisexuals are often mistaken as simply choosing to be that way, as if they're making a conscious decision to wait for emotional connection before engaging in sexual activity. However, this is a fundamental misunderstanding. Demisexuality is not a choice or a preference, but rather an innate orientation that shapes how individuals experience attraction. Demisexuality is not a pattern of behavior that someone can choose to adopt or discard at will, but rather a distinct pattern of attraction that is integral to a person's identity and way of experiencing relationships. Demisexuals are not individuals who are consciously choosing to abstain from sexual activity. Rather, they experience a unique pattern of attraction that fundamentally differs from the norm. They are often characterized by their lack of primary attraction, which means they don't experience immediate sexual attraction based on someone's physical appearance, mannerisms, or surface-level qualities. While many people might find themselves sexually attracted to strangers they pass on the street, celebrities they see on screen, or individuals they've just met at social gatherings, demisexuals simply don't experience this initial spark of sexual attraction. This absence of primary attraction is not a choice or a conscious decision, but rather an inherent aspect of their sexuality. The key distinction between asexuality and demisexuality lies in the potential for secondary attraction, which is rooted in mental and emotional connections. Unlike asexuals, who generally experience no sexual attraction at all, demisexuals can develop sexual attraction but only after establishing a profound emotional bond. This secondary attraction emerges from getting to know someone on a deeper level. Understanding their thoughts, values, and personality traits, they might find themselves attracted to someone's intellectual depth, their compassionate nature, their quick wit, their emotional intelligence, or any other non-physical attributes that become apparent through meaningful interaction and connection. There's a common misconception in society that leads to demisexuals being mislabeled as prudes, sexually repressed, or individuals with intimacy issues. This misunderstanding stems from a society that often prioritizes and normalizes immediate sexual attraction and casual encounters. However, the absence of interest in sex with strangers or casual hookups doesn't make someone abnormal or prudish. Equally misleading is the assumption that demisexuals are simply people who only engage in sexual activity with those they love. This oversimplification fails to capture the essence of demisexuality and can lead to further misunderstandings about this orientation. It's crucial to understand that sexual attraction and sexual behavior are two distinct concepts. Demisexuals, like anyone else, have complete autonomy over their sexual choices and can engage in sexual activity with whoever they choose, regardless of emotional connection. Their choice to have sex with someone they don't have deep feelings for doesn't invalidate their demisexuality, just as a non-demisexual person's choice to only have sex within loving relationships doesn't make them demisexual. The core of demisexuality lies in the pattern of sexual attraction, specifically the experience of sexual feelings that only develop through emotional bonding. The definition of demisexuality is independent of actual sexual behavior or choices. Many demisexuals find the conventional dating ritual of flirting to be uncomfortable or meaningless, as it typically relies on immediate physical attraction that they don't experience. However, this doesn't mean they're incapable of participating in casual or premarital sex. What sets them apart is that their sexual arousal and attraction are primarily triggered by trust, emotional openness, and deep interpersonal connections, rather than physical appearance or surface-level charm. The typical social scene that revolves around meeting potential partners can be particularly challenging for demisexuals. The idea of going to a bar, exchanging numbers with a stranger, and potentially engaging in immediate physical intimacy often feels foreign or uncomfortable to them. Their ideal social interactions might instead focus on building genuine connections through meaningful conversations, shared activities, and gradual relationship development. Many demisexuals express frustration with situations where their friendly behavior is misinterpreted as sexual interest. making it difficult for them to engage in normal social interactions without dealing with unwanted advances or assumptions. The social challenges faced by demisexuals often lead them to avoid certain environments and situations. Large parties, nightclubs, and similar venues where casual hookups are common might feel overwhelming or pointless to them. They typically find more comfort and satisfaction in developing relationships with people they already know well, as the traditional dating scene, with its emphasis on quick connections and physical attraction, doesn't align with their natural way of experiencing attraction. They might find themselves puzzled by how others can feel comfortable being intimate with someone they've just met or barely know. However, it's important to note that another common misconception about demisexuals is that they never find anyone attractive. This isn't accurate. They can and do experience attraction, but it develops differently and requires specific conditions to emerge. Their attraction grows from emotional connection and understanding, making it a unique and deeply personal experience that adds another layer to our understanding of human sexuality and relationships. Demisexuals experience attraction in a fundamentally different way from the general population, particularly when it comes to physical appearance. While most people can readily identify and respond to physical attractiveness, rating someone's appeal based on their looks, demisexuals process attraction through a distinctly different lens. For them, the concept of finding someone physically hot or immediately attractive based on appearance alone is often foreign or meaningless. Their perception of attractiveness is deeply intertwined with emotional connection and understanding, making physical appearance a minimal or non-existent factor in their initial attraction to others. This unique perspective on attractiveness often leads to misunderstandings or feelings of alienation in social situations where physical attraction is the primary topic of discussion. The disconnect that demisexuals experience in social situations, particularly during conversations about crushes, celebrities, and sex, runs deeper than mere disinterest. While their non-asexual peers can readily experience and discuss sexual attraction to various individuals, from classmates and coworkers to celebrities and strangers, demisexuals often find themselves unable to relate to these experiences. This isn't because they're choosing to abstain or are uninterested in relationships. Rather, their attraction pathway requires a different foundation. While others might choose to wait before acting on their sexual feelings due to personal, religious, or ethical reasons, they still experience those initial feelings of attraction. For demisexuals, these initial sexual feelings simply don't manifest without the presence of a deeper emotional connection. This fundamental difference in experiencing attraction can make casual conversations about celebrity crushes or attractive strangers feel alienating or uncomfortable. It's crucial to understand that this variation in attraction patterns is just one aspect of an individual's complex identity. Each person's experience with demisexuality is unique, influenced by their personal background, beliefs, and other aspects of their identity, making it impossible to create a one-size-fits-all definition of the demisexual experience. The validity of identity labels, particularly in discussions about sexuality, often comes under scrutiny. However, the simple truth is that if a term helps individuals better understand and express their experiences without causing harm to others, it serves a valuable purpose. The label demisexual has provided many people with a framework to understand their experiences and connect with others who share similar patterns of attraction. At the same time, it's equally valid to choose not to use labels and simply exist as oneself. The key is maintaining an open mind and respecting others' choices in how they identify and express themselves. Creating space for people to bring their authentic selves into every aspect of their lives enriches our collective understanding of human diversity and fosters a more inclusive society. The validation of all human experiences, including the presence or absence of certain feelings, is fundamental to creating an accepting and understanding society. Whether someone experiences immediate sexual attraction, delayed attraction, or no attraction at all, their experience is valid and worthy of respect. This video aims to foster understanding and open dialogue about different experiences of attraction and sexuality. We encourage viewers to share their familiarity with demisexuality and any new insights they've gained from this discussion. For those interested in exploring this topic further, our previous video on different types of sexualities provides additional context and information. Staying connected through our channel's notifications ensures you won't miss future discussions on similar important topics. The creation and sharing of educational content about diverse human experiences requires dedication and collaboration. As the animator and musician for this video, Christian Verzosa expresses sincere gratitude for the audience's engagement and support. The positive response from viewers both on YouTube and other platforms reinforces the importance of creating content that sparks meaningful conversations about psychological topics. These discussions help break down barriers of misunderstanding and create spaces for authentic dialogue about different ways of experiencing attraction and relationships. Looking ahead, our channel continues to produce content that explores various aspects of human psychology and relationships. The upcoming video about being a good catch offers valuable insights into personal growth and relationship dynamics. Whether it's already available or coming soon, it promises to be an engaging and informative exploration of human connection. Your continued support and engagement with our content enable us to keep creating meaningful discussions about important topics that affect people's lives and understanding of themselves and others.